Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Florida State Seminoles. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lannon before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got a little grass. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking down the left side. Makes a catch. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, the quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number one receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take...
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
It'll be third and long. Moore from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Throwing more. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Into the end zone for 6.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got room to work. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Daniels. Right on the money. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Finding an escape route. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. DB's right up on the receiver. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Now, I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to barge their way in. And he's in! Touchdown, no! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in a shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run inside, and the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Dante Moore. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
You got to love that if you're the head coach. Watching your defense and watching the big fella at D-tackle play with that kind of relentless pursuit to the football. One of the reasons it's hard to run against them is they've got everybody playing with effort. Did you see him fly to the football and make that play on the outside? That was awesome.
Looking for the score. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense putting points on the board.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking pick 6 all the way to the house that could really end up costing them.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play. And the Knowles will have it first and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defense
makes a deep grab. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the door. Now here's Moore. Working that left side now. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll go right back to him. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Ducks are threatening on first and goal. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls out.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you what, man. They wanted to have, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect it.
matchup with Lane Kiffin before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Barry. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. LSU right back to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called.
He's got it for a big play. Nothing but green grass down the middle. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to run, it's Barry. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Moore. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Moore, play action. Looking down the middle. That's reeled in. It's hooked. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. starts this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the plane. Touchdown, LSU!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a... Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. Could be an alley. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Ducks with the 1st and 10.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Going to the run, it's Davison.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 4th down, more. Here's a heat. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with the touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. First down and more. He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look and move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for room, it's Berry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down, TFL, second down, TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And, man, the defense really needed that. They needed that for the...
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Moore with the play fake. Fires to the right. Makes a connection.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it.
Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Harris. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Berry. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Got his man. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game, and we're here late in the second quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run play action. Sends it downfield. Leaping grab for a big gain. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. LSU quick to the line. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Green. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. And they get him down. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Under fire. And they got him.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
That's caught. It's Harris. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Now the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's looking deep. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Levin. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's more to throw. Under fire. Looking for a big play. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, LSU. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Throwing more. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Moore. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in that start block.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear. They'll send the back in motion. Running inside, it's Davison. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here comes the heat. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
They're working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Run in the red zone, it's Davison. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dante Moore. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Right on the money, makes the grab in the end zone. They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Moore to the air. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. Motion from the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Got the back over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Using his legs, it's Hill. And tackled there by the defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Moore fires to the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Quarterback making checks. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Got him downfield. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Davison. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore will throw. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
The pitch shakes off the defender. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They feed him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Moore from the gun trying to convert 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Barry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
He makes the catch. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. To the air, it's Levin. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.